Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, June 2023 and 31st variant we have. So how to start a question? So first of all, I will copy. And where is a problem in this question which can disturb us is what? So these are powers are one positive, one negative. Normally when I assume that let 2 to the power x is equal to k, sorry, not 2 to the power x, e to the power 2x. So the problem is coming here. There's okay, here I can assume, but how about negative? So it means I am bound to make it positive. And how I can do it? I will bring the whole thing in denominator. And power sign will change. Now I can assume, so e to the power 2x bring k. Okay, students, how to get rid of this fraction? So I have a two choice, take LCM or multiply whole equation by k. But into k here, I get a 3k to power 2. Into k here, k cancel, I got a 4. Into k, I get a 5k is equals to 0. Reorder. 5k come in the middle, 4 go later. Okay. And now you can see this one, I can apply quadratic formula, negative b plus and minus b square minus 4, a is 3, c is minus 4 into 2a. And then when I plug in these numbers, after showing this one, if you write directly answer, students, you will not lose marks. But this step you're bound to show. Okay, I think up till here is clear. And now what to do, students? Thing is this, I have to plug in both values in this equation here. What I will get, 2 to the power e to the power 2x equal to this one. Okay, and e to the power this 2x equal to this one. So problem is here, if I show you 5, wait a minute, 5 plus root 73 and divided by 6. This is first answer I'm getting here in decimal positive, no problem here. But when I type the second one, this negative in the middle, it will give us the negative answer, negative 0.5906 or 07. But now if how to bring the power down, only one choice. I will take logarithm of both sides. When I take a logarithm of both sides, students, so logarithm of this, so I believe this is nothing hard up till now. So this power can come down to log property. What's log property? I'm writing on the top. So logarithm property, whenever a to power b, so power can go up and down. Both are available. Sorry, this is a. I mean to say you can write b down, okay, or even you can bring it power even, both available. I believe this part is very clear. Now, student, this power will come down due to log property. It turns to be 2x and time to ln e, logarithm of e. And log of e is what? Basically, logarithm of e, I'm writing it here. Basic property, if index and base match, AA, answer is 1. Same way, if we have a log of e base and e is 1, and log is actually ln. So ln is 1. So that is the reason. So this is a 1, so 2x comes from here, and this I will just type in calculator and divide it by 2. So 2.25 and 73 and divided by 2, and my answer is coming with me is 0.407. And you can ask, what about second number? Second number is not possible, no solution, logic. When I take a logarithm of both values as I have taken here, so log of negative value is undefined. So look, I'm writing rule, whenever logarithm, you can check in calculator, any number will give you undefined. So that is why it will not give you any answer. And I hope so you got a point very clear. Let's go for the next question. For 1 mark only, sketch the graph, okay? And then we have to do something else. Okay. So how we can do sketch the graph? So best technique, what is in the modulus, put is equals to 0. And solve for x -3/2, or I can say -1.5, same thing. So, make a table, and ideal values are what in this table? I tell you, I think I'd best 3 numbers enough, no more than that. And this number come in the middle, so -1.5 come in the middle, one number before and one number after. Before is this 0, and after I can take -3 or -2, no issue at all. Okay, -3 is also okay, no problem at all. And wait a minute, because most graph is a negative section. So students, where's the -1? -1 is here, -2 is here, -3 is here. Okay, when I plug in 0 in the place here, 0 gone, so got a 3. 3 modulus is 3. Okay, when I plug in this one in the place of x, it will give you 100% 0. You can check in calculator. And when you plug in -3 here, so I got a -6 and I got a +3. You can check in calculator. Okay. Now I'm going to make it, this value is coming in the middle somewhere here. So I got it -1.5 and 0. Okay, you can see the highest value of y is 3. So I can label it here. This is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3. And the point I get is 0, 3 is here. And same way, x is -3, y is +3. It means this point. Now I will take a scale and join them, students. First of all, I will join this. Second, I will join this. So I hope so, student, you understood well how I got this diagram. And best technique, under modulus, whatever, put equal to 0. This will give you your turning point. So I hope so you got a point. Let's go for the next part. Next part, if you see here, it said solve this inequality. And solve this inequality, 3 marks. We have 2 methods are here to solve. One is completing square, or expanding square, take a squaring identity on both sides. And second method, I can put a plus and minus. I think I will go for squaring method. Square left side, I will get a 3x + 8 whole square. And squaring right side. This looked like a little lengthy, but no problem. I can tell you second method even, the same question, no problem. But I just give a hint to you only. Okay, squaring identity, you know the way how to expand it. Or write it 2 times multiply, no problem at all. First term square plus 2 into first term into second term and second term square. Here I got a 9x to power 2, 2, 6, 6, 48. 64. 4x to power 2. 2 to the 4th is a 12x and plus 9. It will come here and subtract. I will get a 5x to power 2. Sorry, I missed x here. Okay. So out of 48, 12 gone, 36. This will go and subtract. I get a 55. So student, what to do? I think, wait a minute, let me recheck. If any number is right or wrong. I think all correct now. And now we can go for quadratic formula. Because big numbers, so that is why for a while I will apply the formula -36 plus and minus b squared minus 4a and c. No need to show further working. Just give direct answers. And if I check the answers, I got 2 answers. X answers coming. Number 1 is 11/5. And let me check second answer. Hold on. 5 and 3. Okay. So first answer I'm getting here -11/5. And second answer I'm getting here -5. Okay, students, so let's see how we can do it. Now I will, because this, I read it from this left is because mouth is open more than. So I will make this diagram here and I'll make this according to number line system. This is Is as 5 2s are 10, is as, for example, 1 point something. So this is a number line system. If we make it, this is 0, and this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So this number is coming from here. So this is a smaller number, and this number is something here. So it is not exactly 2, sorry, 5 to the 10, slightly after 2 points. So I have two numbers here and here. Okay. -11 over 5. You know, student, because is a bigger than, so bigger than means, you know, always bigger means above, you know, bigger means y value is above this one. So it means we have to go outside this way and this way. So I have two answers, students. So let me show you two answers. Then I have to check that one more step. So what is this called? Less than -5. What is this called? Bigger than -11 over 5. But student, I have to check one by one, both values are correct or not. How to check it? Less than -5 is any number. I think -6 is an ideal number. -6, I will plug in it here. So let's see now if I plug in -6 in both values, okay? And I do checking purpose, I can do it here, no problem at all. Check. And two checks. Okay, students, first of all, I will plug in -6 in both in this equation. So let's see what happens. So 3 times to -6 plus 8 and 2 times to -6 and plus 3. Here I got a 18, negative, I got a -10, and here I got -12. I got a 9 and +9. So this is a false. Why false? Because logically, -10 cannot be bigger than 9. So this is a false. But what about the other checking? Other checking, like any number after that. But this is a line is wrong. Hold on. This means this line and this line. You can see this two blue arrows. Okay. And what is this one? This one after this one or this number, any number. I think I can take -2 even, or I can plug in 0 also, no problem. But plug in 0 is easy to calculate. Okay, when I plug in 0, so let's see what answers 3 times to 0. Hold on. 3 times to 0 and plus 8. Bigger than 2 times to 0 and plus 3. Here I got 8 only. Here I got a 3. 8 is bigger than 3. This is a true. So it means we have answer, only one answer. This is ignored, that is answer. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I believe you got my point, how I handle the question. Second method, student, you can take it the same thing, but one time plus and one time minus. Okay, bigger is coming. So I just give you a small clue and then you can try the rest part yourself. Okay, let me take this equation. I just give you one hint and then I can copy. I think I take it here. So for example, this as a hint only, and then you can try. Okay, but I will not take a squares. I talk of the modulus part, okay? Because modulus given whenever we have to remove the modulus, what happens? So 3x plus 8, 2x plus 3, right? 2 times. Look at here, write it 2 times. Look, copy and paste. Done. So one time what I will do, because is how to read it from here, bigger than, and bigger is called, okay, one time with this number, I will put a plus, and one time with this number, I'll put minus, but please put in bracket. Okay, this is done. After this, what I will do, because there's a bigger coming here, this here sign is major problem. Bigger means outside. Okay, it means one value is a smaller value less than and bigger value positive. So we have to be careful and we have to find the both numbers. First of all, look, I put an equal sign here in the middle. First find x from here and first find x from here. So smaller number plug in here and bigger number plug in here and get the inequalities. This is a method number 2. And I believe you got a good idea. And now I'm erasing it. You can do rest part yourself. Question number next. Question number 3. He's saying what? Find the coefficient of x power 3 in binomial expansion, this one. So 3 plus x is not an issue. This will remain as it is, but problem is coming with a power half. And you know, we have a special formula. One is given in a formula sheet even, 1 plus b and power n. And this formula is applicable only when we have here +1. With even and otherwise, this formula is not applicable. So make sure. So this kind of formula we can apply only and only when we have a +1 here. So let's see how we can do it. So Formula is 1 plus NB, power NB multiply, I got NB. How to expand? He said till x power cube. Next, n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into square of the second term, I mean b to power 2. Next term is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 and divided by 3 factorial and time to cube of that. So I think it is very clear how we can going to do now. Get ready, students. 3 plus x I just copied. Okay, now I'm applying formula. So you see that 1 is 1, b is 4x, and this is n. I believe you got my point. 1 plus nb. nb means this multiply means this multiply. So 4x times 2 half. Okay, now what is the next plan? N into n is power. So n into n minus 1. So I write how n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial time 2 square of b, which is 4x. Okay, same story here, but this time we have to apply this long working. N is called power. Power is a half. Let's start. N into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial into cube of the 4x. So a lot of patience required while attempting this kind of question. And here 2 and 4 cancel out. I get 1 plus 2x. But students, here you have to type it very carefully because a small mistake can lead us a wrong answer. So look, I am typing it very carefully. Okay, this is coming. This number only, this number, if I type this alone in calculator, student is giving us negative 1 by 8. I'm typing step by step. And this is giving you 16x to power 2. Don't do it in a hurry. Okay, if I continue the next part, students, so what, let me check. 1 over 2 minus 2. Hold on, let me see. Half minus 2, yes. So this will give you alone 1 over 16, 1 over 16. And the times 2, wait a minute, student, just wait. I will check once again. Maybe some issue. Okay, cube of 4 and cube of x. So 64 next to power 3. And hold on. Let me check again in the bracket. Half times 2, half minus 1 times to 2. Yeah, it is true. It is a correct answer. And wait a minute, if I write here half minus 2. Yeah, it is correct. Okay, students, up till now clear, and now I simplify. Let's simplify, do it very carefully. 1 plus 2x is 8, 16 cancel, 8 2s are 16. I got 2x to power 2. Okay, and what about the other one? 16 4 the 64. I get a 4x to power 3. Okay, so let's student, what is the onwards further process? Because looking for x cube, I will not waste your time multiplying, and next. So I will just say a statement, and that is a what? Terms involving x to power 3. And naturally, this 3 multiply with this will get x cube. This x multiply with this x square will get x cube. 3 4s are 12. I got a 12x to power 3. And this into this, I got a negative 2x to power cube. And if I subtract, I got a 10x to power cube. And coefficient I'm looking for, and coefficient means leave x cube. Okay, and answer is coming 10. And I believe the point is very, very clear. And let's go for next question, next part, next question, I mean. Question number 4, we have students. Show equation this can be expressed in this form. If you compare both equations, students, look at here double theta, here not a single double theta. It means double theta, we have to convert into single theta. Okay, this is important, even here, but this it has a no issue. It means we have 2 formulas, and you recall the formulas list. 2 formulas are very, very vital. I just tell you again, sine double theta formula is a 2 sine theta into cos theta. I mean, double angle become half here and half here. But it is a sine formula. Same we have a cos as well. So let's see. So cos, we have three formulas, but I will choose which one as I'm going to tell you. Because whole question is sine, oh sorry, we have a mixture, cos, sine, cos mixture. So it depends upon. So that is why, but in this, okay, this sine square is from here, we can say, but here cos and sine are mixture. So first of all, I tell you, we have two formulas. If you remember, there is a cos double theta formula. In case of double cos, is a 2 cos a square single theta minus 1. And this angle will become half here. Second formula, if you remember, students, we have a what? 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Again, this half angle comes here. So, student, this is a very clear how to handle it, how to convert it. This is an important part. Okay. So let's see how we can do it. First of all, this sign I can convert. That is obviously we have one choice only. But problem is here we have, okay? So we have two choices. You can see upper and lower. We have two choices. So I think, look at here, this cos and sine is somehow resemblance are there, right, students? And this sine square resembles from here, okay? So this sine cos square is helping me that I should go for upper formula. Although, anyway, if you, in case you stuck, you can go for the lower formula even, but I have a small hint. So I'll use the upper formula in the place of cos double. So 2 cos square theta minus 1, it came in the place of this, equals to 2 sine square theta. I believe this is no, up till here, no confusion. So student, I'm writing it first, this number, I'm writing 2 cos square theta. Okay, then I'm writing this according to the pattern. So 2 sine theta into cos theta. And then this comes on this side. Okay, but one issue is coming. If you look at carefully, wait a minute, I show you the problem. Problem is where? Problem is this is a, okay, this is a matching, but 2 is must be not there. Okay, this is a matching, this is all okay. But here I have a sine square 2 with a 3 here. So only choice we have what? If you recall AS level formula, if you remember, I'm writing that here. Get ready for that. And that formula is, if I write in bracket here, or I can write in the same time even here. That is what one value can replace sine square plus cos square. And that equal to what? That equals to 0. Now, if you expand the bracket, sign will change. It become negative sine square theta and negative cos square theta. Hold on again, problem of space is equal to 0. Now, this cos square and this cos square will cancel each other and we get a 1 cos square. And 2 sine theta, cos theta, I'm writing, no problem at all. These two values, negative 1, negative 3 sine square. You see, you have to do very carefully. So, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, proved. So, we have to be careful which formula I have to use. I think so. If, wait a minute, let me see. If I use the other formula, almost same situation, okay? Come back. He's saying and solve this equation. Now this is the same equation he's talking about. So actually this equation, it converted into this form. So solving this equation means solving this equation. So I think this is a hard to start from here, but this is somehow easy. So let's start this equation, students. So how to get this question? So get ready. I'm writing here cos square theta plus 2 sine theta into cos theta. You know, student, basic rule is what? You cannot solve the question if you have a more than one ratios. Ratios means sine and cos, two ratios. We need all the full sine or full cos or full tan or full cot, full cosecant, any one ratio. But I can sense here that if I divide whole equation with a cos square, I will get my target. Cos square by cos square, I get a 1. And cos square will come under it. I show once. Look at here, cos square dividing here. This cos will cancel power. And sine by cos will give you tan. So Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, 2 tans come from here. If cos square come under it and sine per cos is tan. So I think is very, very clear how I have converted into tan format. You can convert into cot format, even no issue at all, by dividing whole equation with a sine square. Multiply into -1 or reorder. So I got 3 tan square minus 2 tan theta and -1 is equals to 0. Okay, I have two choices here, student, either factorization or quadratic formula. Okay, some student getting issues, but I'm going to teach a new technique. Even you have to learn thing also. One technique is what if you assume tan theta equal to k. Or I can do, I think this is better. You will confuse otherwise. 2k square minus 2, 3k, okay? 3k square, 2k minus 1 equal to 0. Here factorization is better. 3 ones are 3. I got a 3k square and 3 was 3k and plus 1k. I got 3k common. I got a k minus 1 and plus 1 common. I got a k minus 1. Or you can apply quadratic formula, but you are in grade 12. I prefer factorization, so you should prefer as well. Okay, let's go for two answers. We got a 1 and we got a minus 1 over 3. I plug in back an equation. Hold on, this I bring slightly up. So I make a line here and now I bring back here. So tan theta is equals to 1 and tan theta is equals to -1 over 3. Say the target is 180. It means first two quadrants you talk about. So I have a tan negative is naturally is coming negative, tan positive in first two quadrants, first and third, and negative in this quadrant. This is out of range, this in range, in range. Same story here, students. I will make it a first across, okay, and tan is 0, 1. Where is 1? Positive 1. So tan positive in this section and this section, this out of range, this in range. Okay, students. So let's start here. I will take a tan inverse. So it becomes tan inverse in degree mode. I give a 45 degree. That is our first answer. What about this? And don't take negative sign. So principal angle means take alpha equal to tan inverse of 1 by 3. And please convert into radian degree mode, tan inverse 1 over 3. It is giving me 18.4. 18.4 with x-axis, I'm writing here 18.4 here and 18.4 here. But this is my answer in target. The other one is out of range. So I can say here theta equal to 180 minus that. So answer is coming 161.6 degree. So we got two answers in range. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So let's go for question number 5. The curve, this equation is as a non-zero constant. What does non-zero constant means? Non-zero. It means if A comes 0, I will not take. Okay, make sure. Non-zero. A must be positive. Okay, I mean any value, but 0 cannot be there. Okay. But before I start, student, I want to tell you, and he said differentiation. So look at these two rules are very important to know. If I differentiate x to power 3, so 3 comes down and power 1 less. Very, very clear. But if I differentiate x same, but x to power 3, what happens then? 3 comes down and power become 1 less. Some students stop here. No, wrong. You are bound to write base derivative with respect to x. Dy over dx. You can ask one question, so why not done here? Actually, we're done. Dx by dx is 1, so I'm writing 1 or don't write, no problem at all. So if I same way, if I differentiate y to power 2, 2 comes down and power 1 less into the base derivative with respect to x is this. So don't forget it. So now apply this criteria here. But here, first of all, product formula, you know it very well. Okay, product formula. So here, you know, you copy v dash, copy u dash. I will apply this here. No need here. Why? Because A is constant. A is constant. Some student apply here even by mistake. Be careful, please don't apply here. And the constant is a total 0. And some student try to do what, you know, I tell you, as a teacher, I observed, they try to bring power down and power become less. Wrong. Reason because no x and y involved. That is why constant. That is why this is directly 0. So let's apply. So Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, x square copy y derivative plus y copy x square derivative. I repeat, x square copy y derivative, and then opposite y copy x square derivative. So what is y derivative differentiation? Dy over dx. And what is x square differentiation? It's come 2x. And what about this? Negative as it is, a as it is. What about 2 will come down and power become 1 less, 1 into base derivative. It means dy over dx. Don't forget it. And this will become totally 0. So now I have a 2 dy dx. You can see I will take common from both, and what get in the bracket? Here I got x squared, here I got a negative, look, I'm writing negative 2ay. This will go on right hand side equal to negative 2xy. Okay, I think here students, okay, it will go down, but we are feeling one thing is different. What is the different? Look, let me write first, then I ask the planning how I can do it. This is done, but if you look at carefully, our x squared positive, but his x squared negative. Our 2y is negative, his 2 is negative, sign change positive. So what is the technique? I will take negative common from denominator. So this x positive will become negative. I'm writing later. This is a negative and will become positive. I'm writing the order change even. And negative 2xy and negative cancel out. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe you got a point. So 2xy over 2ay and minus x squared proved. So let's go for next part of this question. Okay, he said find the coordinates of point with a tangent to the curve is parallel to x-axis. We have two stories we have. One parallel to x-axis is it has a gradient is always equal to 0. You know it very well. Parallel to y-axis, a gradient is always equal to not 0, 1 by 0 or infinity, same thing. But I will write 1 by 0. So let's start yx. So I will plug in 0. So let's start this whole equation. Copy from here, students, and I paste first of all here. And I will say put dy over dx is equal to 1 over 0. It will look like this. Cross multiply, this multiply with a 1, this multiply with 0. I will get this form. Okay. Now, student, what to do onwards? Read a statement, coordinates of points, not 1 point, points. It means maybe more than 1 point. Okay, 100%. We can get from here. Okay, now how to get rid of the question, this problem, because we have a 2 different variable, even constant and available also. So what I will do, student, I will copy question. X square y minus ay square is equal to 4a cube. This question is must copy and bring it down. So some logic, let me check is correct copied. Yeah, correct copied. So cut from here and bring it down. So some logic behind, you will come to know what is the logic behind. This is our actual equation. Make sure this is our actual equation. Okay, student, now try to resolve it. How either you get rid of x or y. So I think it is very clear and obvious. Look, see, x square is matching. Problem is that there are 2 y's are there, but x square is matching. So how can I make x square subject? Yes, I can make it. So what is the technique here, student? This will x square. This will go there, first of all, students. And then 4a cube plus ay square divided by y. I made x square subject from our master equation. And this equation value I plug in there. So first of all, I bring this x square on the other side. And then I replace its value. So see, I believe you got the point how I handle this equation. Let me check once again. 4a cube plus ay squared divided by y, correct. And then I keep here and now cross multiply y into y, I get a y square. 4a cube and plus 9y square. Okay, student, this will come. Okay, I think I can bring it this or that, no issue at all. Okay. So now how to proceed in 1 minute? Let me check it. Yes, this is A. Sorry, not 9. Look like 9. Okay, this is A. Okay. So student, what is the technique to handle this one? Because problem is coming there, 2y square, I have to make a y alone. So better to bring it here. 2ay square and minus ay square equal to 4a cube. So can I take y square common from here, or 2a minus a, I got a single a, y square equal to 4a cube. So I think understanding. Now if I divide there, this a will cancel that. I get a y square equal to 4a square. Take a root of both sides, I got a plus and minus 2a. It means I got a two values of y's. I'm writing both here. Y is a 2a and y is equal to negative 2a. But which equation help us to convert it? That equation help us to convert it. Okay, I will plug in back y there because we have the answer. Okay, and what about the top equation? Even I can plug in it here even to get an x squared, or same thing. Okay, so same thing. This is, I think, easier, right, as compared to that. So I think I will plug in this one. So I'm writing this one. Okay, what is the equation? Actually, 2ay is equals to x squared. Okay, I am plugging this whole value there. So I'm giving this equation number 2, put in 2. So I'm getting what? 2a come from here. In the place of y here, I'm copying 2a here. So it means 2a again comes. I got a 4a square equal to x squared. Take a root, I got a 2a once again. But here I got a what, students? Plus and minus. Once again, I get a plus and minus 2a. So students, I think you're understanding what is going on and how to answer it now. So it means when I have and hold on, let me check again back in the question. He said that a is a non-zero constant, non-zero constant. Be careful about it. Okay, and non-zero constant. It means this I got answer when I have a 2a. So if can I say 2a positive and this is negative? So look at here, 2a positive, I have taken positive x value and get corresponding to 2y positive. One option. Or second, I take a negative, but again positive from there. I believe you got my point. So x value can be positive, negative, but y is both positive. I hope so you got my point. Okay, this is a one answer. And what about the other one? Other one I will try even. So let's see how to try it. So this value, I'm going to copy it here, the y value. So let's see 2a as it is, y goes there, and this is negative 2y goes there. I got negative 2a equal to x squared. And here I get a negative 4a squared equal to x squared. Can I take a root of this one? Negative value? Oh, no real solution. So I get a, because root of negative sign, you know it very well, is give us in iota. So it give us an iota. That is why I will not continue here. And I hope so you got a point very well. And now we are going for the next question. Question number 6 we have, students. Question number 6, what we have? OA given, OB given, OC given, right? He said ABC is a parallelogram. So if I show a rough diagram, just a rough. So if I show you this rough diagram, copy, paste, copy. Okay, so this is a parallelogram and he said ABCD, ABCD. He said find the coordinates, position vector of D. It means whenever I say position vector, it means OD. So what is my target? OD. And basic criteria, student, whenever, for example, LM vector, how to write it, this one, in terms of position vector, I mean, in terms of origin, how to write it, the letter ending at M, vector ending at M, I will start from there, OM minus OL. So I believe you got my point. Same way, students, can I say AD vector, this AD vector equal to BC vector? Yes, these vectors are parallel to each other, even equal. So I'm writing here AD vector is equal to BC vector. So AD is equal to BC. Keep direction same. If I expand like that, so I can say OD minus OA, expand this, OC minus OB. This will go there. So OD vector equal to OC vector minus OB vector plus OA vector. And student, I believe you understanding what is going on. This, and answer here. OC from here, 3, -2, 4. OB 4, 3, 2. And OA 2, 1, 3. And 2 plus 4, 6, sorry. This positive and this positive 5. And out of 5, 4 gone. I got a 1. Same way, -5 and plus, I get a -4. And I got a 4 minus 2, 2. And I got a 2 plus 3, 5. And let me check 4 minus 2, 2, 2 plus 2 and 2 plus 3 is becoming, yes, I think so. Let me recheck. Is there any wrong number I copied? Oh, yes, exactly. One mistake is there. -4. So now -4, -2, -6, and we got a -3 positive. 3 negative, sorry, because bigger number negative. So you can stop it here, or you can write what? OD, because he write a column vector form, so you can stop it here even. Or second option you can write is I minus 4J and -3K. Both answers are correct. Next part, he said angle between BA and BC is theta. Where is BA and BC? BA, wait a minute, BA and BC. Oh, BA and BC. So he talked about this angle. I drew actually rough, okay? This diagram can be, rough estimation, okay? B can be even here. I talk later about it, but anyway, this angle he talk about theta. Okay, BC, BA and BC. Okay, so how to do it, students? Because he said that find exact value of cos theta, BA, BC. So what is the basic formula? We have a dot product formula, or also called scalar product formula. So two names for it. Okay, what is the basic criteria? I just show you, then understanding, inshallah. If I have a two vectors like this, for example, P and Q and R, this angle. So P to Q, P to R, starting point common. So P to Q dot P to R equal to P to Q magnitude into P to R magnitude into cos of angle between them. Same story here. Because B is common, you can see as a P common from both. So B common, B to A dot B to C equal to B to A magnitude into B to C magnitude into cos of angle between them. But student, do we have a BA, BC? No, we will find it. Okay, we will find it. Let's try to find B and BC. Okay, student, I will find from here and save my time. Right, okay, BA, first of all, BA. What is the BA basic criteria? So OA minus OB. Okay, OA is what? 2, 1, 3. OB is what? 4, 3, 2. And 2 minus 4, I'm getting -2. 1 minus 3, I'm getting -2. And 3 minus 2, I get a 1. Okay, this is a value of BA. Let me take it, cut from here and paste here. And this answer, I'm writing it here. This is done, students. Let's same process. I will go for BC. So let's go for BC. OC minus OB. OC here OB here, and this is answer. OC is what? 3, -2, -4. OB what? 4, 3, 2. 3 minus 4 is -1, -5, -6. I believe this very, very clear. Okay. And I bring it down. Okay, let me recheck. Yes, this is a 4 minus. Okay, clear. Now, student, I have to use it. So it means that naturally I will use so. 1 minute, please. I need it here. And now applying the formula. So here I write a dot product of these. Here magnitude, here cos of angle. BA come from here. -2, -2, 1. And minus -1, -5, -6. So here, magnitude, what is magnitude? Square of each number, add them. So 2 square 4, 2 square 4, and plus 1. And add in square 1 plus 25 and plus 36. In dot product, the corresponding values multiply directly. And I get what? I get a 2 from here, and I get here from 10, and I get a -6. There's a root 9 is coming 3. And here, let me check it. 36 plus 25 plus 1, I got root 62. And here I got a 12, I got a 6. So I got a 6 here. By 3 root 62 equal cos theta. And he is asking find exact value of cos theta. So cos theta is equals to 2 over root 62, which is our exact answer. Now he's asking find the area of ABCD. Okay, students, area, but in this exact form, and PQ must be integers, not in decimals even. How to get area of the ABCD? Student, basically formula, if you have a parallelogram formula, what is the formula of the parallelogram? So let me write the formula of parallelogram. So area of the parallelogram formula is half into one side. I mean, this side into this side, BA, length, BC, length into sine of the middle angle. But problem, we are getting only this length, not a big issue. We have it 3. This length, not a big issue. We have a root 62. But problem is coming how to deal with sine theta. Okay, this is an issue with us. So student, actually sine squared theta is actually what? 1 minus cos squared theta. If I take a sine theta and a here root of the whole 1 minus this, so 2 over 62 root. So best idea, if I type whole in calculator, will not give us answer. So 1 minus 2, wait a minute, 1 minus 2 divided by root 62. And sorry for that, 1 minute, please. So if I square it, and then I subtract it from 1. So 1 subtract, I get a root 29 over 31. It means I write in root form. Make sure if you type all together, this will give you some different number, not different number, but a different kind of answer we get it. So this is a sine theta value, students. And this I'm going to plug in it here, root 29 over 31. Okay, students, what is the technique now? How to finish the question? Because you're asking the area. So how to get the area? So it is a very clear. 3. Can I write this root 62 and root 62? I can write this together, 62 root by 31 root and 29 root separate. Or do one favor, all roots together is better, that better approach. Because according to the rule of algebra, the powers are same, we can bring them together. Like a root a to power 3 into b to power 3 over c to power 3. We can say a into b by whole power 3. The same story here. If I type this in calculator, students, this is giving us what? Let me check in calculator. 62 into 29 and divide by 31. I get a 58. And sorry for that, parallelogram area is not half. Half never comes. So it is coming without half. So it means this one is because half will give you the area of the triangle, and I believe you got my point. So because in a parallelogram, there are two triangles come. So this is my answer. So it's going to be root 58 in unit square because it gave us answer on area form. So I hope so student is clear, and let's go for next question. Question number 7 we have, students. Differential x5 differential questions given here. Okay. And we have given this equation. And what is the target? We given the initial condition and obtain the value of x when this x is given. And 3dp. So our target is, students, what? X subject. So first of all, I will do cross multiply. So this dx will go there and this will go left side. So I get a what? Because I have to bring all x value left hand side, so cos 2x into sine square 3y into dy equal to 4 tan double x dx. I repeat again, student, this multiply left hand side and this multiply right hand side. So I get this form. But ultimately, because x my subject, so I will bring this, yes, I will bring this on this side. Okay, I get a 4 times 2, tan 2x over cos double x dx and sine square 3y dy. I will change the sides. This become left, this become right. Okay, and this 4, you can keep it here or, okay, first let me write as it is. Okay. Done. Now, student, this 4 is extra. Okay. Extra means, I can bring left hand side. Even if I leave it here, no problem. But I reduce my burden of variables on the subject side. After this, I will integrate both sides. First step, separation of variables. Look, all x come left side, all y go right hand side. But if I integrate this one, so tan I'm writing, or if you, okay, even you leave 4 on the left hand side, no effect will come. So let me write it 4, and 1 over cos is what? 1 over cos is secant. So I'm writing this as a secant. So I'm writing a secant 2x into tan 2x dx and sine square. I think, student, up till here is very clear. Okay, but I have a 1 point left behind. And what is that? Can I integrate sine square directly? No way. Make sure we have a sine square or cos square. Whenever we never integrate directly. So this formula is applicable. So power this sine cos without power 2, we can do directly. So what is student technique? If you recall, okay, and if you recall that one, we have a formula special cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Half angle will come here. So if you see, look at it, sine square, no, it's missing. Single theta here, 3y. It means if I have 1 minus 2 sine squared 3y. So look at here, left to right go half and right to left become double. So if I go from left to right or right to left, it becomes 6y. I believe you got my point. Left to right become a half and right to left it become double. It's a reverse process. So I need to make a sine square subject. You can see this sine square subject. So I bring sine square left side, this cos square right hand side. So it turned to be 2 sine squared 3y is equals to 1 minus cos 6y. And this 2 will divide. And ultimately I get, this working is very important to, you can do in rough work or you neat work, but important to do it. Okay, student, what I will do after that, I think up till here, clear? Okay. Now I'm going to replace it. Once again, I recheck. This goes there. Yes. So 1 minus cos 6y divided by 2. Yes, student, up till here, this point is very, very clear. Okay, now what to do? Can I integrate? Okay, what is a situation here? And this half I can bring outside even. So look, students, I brought it half outside. Now I want to show you some formulas. Look at here. So what is this is derivative. So if I differentiate, this is called derivative. If I differentiate, I get f dash of x. And if I integrate, this is called differentiating. And this is called integration, integrating. You want to see log differentiation 1 by x and 1 over integration is this. Sine derivative is cos and cos integration is sine. Cos differentiation is minus sine and minus sine integration is cos. All right. So what is this? It means differentiation of secant is this. So integration of this is what? Integration of this is what? Secant. But important point here, what? This is my basic formula. But if I have an angle comes as well, like a secant double x, tan double x. What is the integration? This option. I must write secant double x and divided by 2. This must come to, okay, make sure. So now I think you understood well, and I'm going to do it back. Okay, so look at it, student. It means this, you see, that is just I said before, and this I4 I write outside, so no problem at all. So what is this integration now? It's a very clear, I said you that even I show once again that differentiation of secant double x is secant double x tan double x into 2. But when I have integrating, so you know it very well what I'm saying. So let's start. So what is integration of this one? It give you secant double x and divided by 2. Divided by 2. These 2 come from angle derivative, and I believe you got my point. And let's talk about the right hand side. Half as it is. What is integration of 1 respect to y? I get y only. What is a cos integration? Is a sine 6y and divided by 6 and plus c is confirmed. So I believe I think you got the idea, students. So now I can plug in the numbers, or just simplify. This 2 and 4 cancel. I got 2 secant double x is half multiply inside. I got a half y minus 6 sine 6y over 12. Okay, now student, I plug in the values y0, and x is 5 by 6. So I'm going to plug in it here and let's see now what answer turned to be. So when I plug in 5 by 6 here, so student, what happens then? So 2 secant, what is secant? Secant is 1 by cos. If you type in calculator, this we can type 1 over cos and 2 times 2 pi by 6. And this I kept 0 here, it gone. 0 here, gone. And what is if you check it, this is a pi by 3 and pi by 3, this in the bracket pi by 3, actually 60 degree. Or radian, you can type in calculator, please convert in radian mode, okay? And so this will give you 1/2 and become 4. So C value becoming 4. I believe you got my point. Okay, now I'm erasing this all formulas. Now I plug in back an equation. So I plug in this 4 here. So finally, you get what? 2 secant double x equal to half y minus sine 6y divided by 12 and plus 4. This is done, student. Now he's saying that we have to go for what? We have to put the this number because x finding y pi by 6. So I will put here y pi by 6. So 2 secant double x equal to half into pi by 6 minus sine pi 6. This will go there, multiply with the 6. So 6 times 2 pi by 6 over 12 plus 4. And you know the student, this become pi by 12 and this is 0. Because sine pi is 0, you can type in calculator. And I got this plus 4 and 2 secant double x. Okay, then I got what, students? Pi divided by 12 and plus 4. I got a 2 secant double x equals to 4.26118, we can say. And divided by 2, I'm getting here what? 2.1309 secant double x. What is secant? 1 by cos. If I write 1 by cos, students, so this 2.1309. If I flip it, if I reciprocal it, I get cos double x is equals to, it will multiply, it will come down. So it becomes, and after dividing 1, 0.4693. And now students, I will make it across. Sine cos is positive, and make sure convert your calculator must be in radian mode. Don't forget it, radian mode. Okay, student, cos is a positive and what is looking for? He said here boundary given 0 to pi by 4. What is 0 to pi by 4? It means in first quadrant, we have to stay in this boundary limit here only. So cos positive is here and here. This out of range, this in range. So let's talk about cos and we'll go there 0.4693. And when I take the cos inverse of this, I get a 2x is equals to 1.0823 and divide by 2 and I get an answer is 0.541. And I believe you got this point very clear. So in this question, especially the problem is 2 places with formulas. Sine square, how to convert it is a very important, very important. And this is a formula very important. So keep your eye on your formula list, and best idea before exam, print the formula sheet and use it regularly where you're getting issues. Okay, in this way you must know how to use the formula sheets. Let's go for next question, number 8. He's saying do partial fractions. So what is the method? This is a linear, but power 2 is called linear repeating. So what is method to do this kind of question? X plus 2 whole square. I can write, because linear, I can write a over 2x plus 1. And this is a linear but repeating. I will write b over without power 2 first of all, and then with power 2. So first of all, I will multiply whole equation, multiply by left-hand side denominator. I mean, whatever I have here, multiply whole equation. One is multiply with this fraction. This will completely cancel, students. And I will get what? I will get back 3 minus 3x to power 2. I mean, from here. When I multiply with this factor, this cancel out and this will stay beside of a. When this multiply with this one, this will cancel the power to both will stay beside of B. And what about this one, when you multiply whole thing with that, I mean this blue. So there's a completely cancel, this will stay beside of C. After this, I will plug in one by one. I will plug in this part equal to 0 or this part equal to 0. When I plug in x plus 2 whole square equal to 0, root of both sides, we get this. Ultimately, I got this. So I'm putting here whole equation x is equals to -2. When I plug in here -2, I got a 4 to the 12 and -9. When my -2 here is 0, -2 here, so 0. -2 here, I got a -4, -3. C. And finally, I get student. So C value is very clear. I got a C value is 3. Same way, student. First, I plug in this equal to 0. Now I'm plugging this equal to 0. 1 goes there and x become -half. Okay, student, -half replacement. So 3 minus 3 times 2, 104. Because when I plug in it here, so student, what happens? It becomes 904. When I plug in this value here, so -half, -1/2, -1/2, and plus 2, and take a square of this number. I get a 9/4 times 2a. Repeat, when I plug in it here, first you add and then square, I get this answer. And when I plug in this here, because I kept already 0, so it will finish this 0. Don't waste time. Even this is 0, so it will go away even. And a value we get from here is equals to 1. So first I plug in this equal to 0, then I have nothing to put further equal to 0. So I best option put 0 itself. So when I plug in 0 here, this will go away, 3 will left behind, so I write 3. When I plug in 0 here, so 2 squared 4, so 4a left behind. Put 0 here, sorry. Put 0 here and put 0 here, so 2 ones are 2b. Put 0 here, I got 1c, c one's a c. Now I'll plug in all numbers back. 4 times 2, 1, and 2 times 2b unknown, c is 3. So it means 3, 3 cancel out, and 2b is equal to 4, and b becomes sharp 2. Becomes, sorry, negative, because this 4 goes right side, sign will change. So student, after having these all numbers, I will do what? I will plug in the master equation back. I replace A, I replace B and C with the numbers, the answers. A is 1, B is -2, and C is 3. And this is my final answer. What is the next part, students? Okay, next part is exact value of this integration. We need a log form, constant, and he said integers. So this integer, and then we have a logarithm. So let's start. So this equation, students, I will take from here, copy from here, and I start from here, So integration 0 to 4, and dx must be there. Okay, best techniques, student, I will split them because every part is a separate criteria. That is why this -2 I can bring outside, -2, and inside I have a x plus 2. And this I bring 3 outside, but this power is not 1. I will bring it up. And limit 0 to 4, limit 0 to 4, and 0 to 4. Now, students, one by one, we will focus how we can get our answer. But basically, I will just tell the formula. Formula is what? Basically, formula is a function in denominator. Its derivative come in the numerator, and the power of 1 be 1. So not other than 1. Log of function is our answer. For example, this is a 3x plus 2, and derivative of 3x plus 2 is available. And the power of the whole bracket must be 1, like this. So then what is the answer? Logarithm of 3x plus 2. And for your knowledge, this will eliminate automatically. So same story here. What is the derivative of this one? So 2. So 2 is missing. 2 multiply and 2 divide. I do it in the upper part and save my time. Upper 2 will come inside, but other 2 will stay outside. It will turn to be this format. If we cancel them, we get it back. So now function down, derivative up, and full value is power is 1. I can do directly. So what I can say here, logarithm of 2x plus 1, and this 2 and dx integration sign will cancel automatically. And do the same story here. Yes, x derivative is 1 is 0, 1 plus 1, 0. So is for example, here 1, here 0, 1. And when we have it, so 2 outside, and what is I can write log of x plus 2 because whole power is 1. But here we have no power is not 1. We are bound to bring it up. And I think you got the point. And what is the way of integrating now? You know, increase the power by 1, -1 by -1 into the base derivative, that is a 1. So luckily not a big trouble. And I will simplify once again, otherwise chance of mistake. And you know, I will spend 1 step extra. Don't do in a hurry because once small mistake can lead a wrong answer. This negative can go out, so -3. And this I will bring whole in denominator to make the power positive. This is a key point. And now students, I can plug in the numbers one by one. 4 to the 8 plus 1, 9. So half outside, and I got a log of 9. When I plug in 0, ln1 is 0, so it means 0. When I plug in 2, 4, 2 plus 4, 6, so log of 6. When I plug in 0, ln2 left behind. When I plug in 4, 1, 4, I got a 6. When I plug in 0, I got a 1 over 2. And what is a now situation? We have to give answer because no number of the power c given. He can give you c to power k also, but the power is no on the power on the top of k. C, no power is there. So it means students, I have to, this is 9. So 9 to power 2. I can see here half 3 to power 2. And later on 2 will come down, 2 to cancel. We get only ln3 from here. And here, student, I can write because according to condition, this minus, so log of 6 up and 2 down become 3. So I got what here? -2 log of 3. And what this one situation, 6 LCM, 1 minus, so 3 comes. Let me check. Yes, into 3, correct. So I got a -2. -2 into, I got a +6, so I got a 1 if you type in calculator. Now, student, this is ln3 match. So what is the number before +1? So +1 and -2 give you -1. So I believe you understood how I got this one, or 1 minus log of 3 is our answer. And which is a matching. If he asks you ABC, so I can tell A is 1, B is -1, hold on. Yeah, B is this, and C is inside, and C is 3. Okay, but I think he's not asking. Yeah, he said he's not asking. Sometimes he said there, says here A, B, C to be found. Then you are. Question number 9. Okay, the constant A, we have given this kind of integral sign, and we have to by parts. And you know, inside we have a 2, and we have to show this target. Student, we can look at carefully. So we have to late, L-A-T-E, late, or I late. I stand for inverse function, L stand for logarithm, A stand for algebra, and T stand for trigonometry, E stand for exponential, EXP or whatever, okay? Exponential. For top to bottom, top is V, down is U. So exponential is on the top and algebra is this one. So I can tell you, okay, formula. What formula use? U and V. Have a look carefully. U copy integration of V minus a big sign of integral, bracket starts and bracket ends. Again, this copy paste. I mean, this copy and paste integration of V will come once again into derivative of U. So I think idea is very clear. So I will take this as a U and this as a V. So let's start. U copy integration of V minus a big integral sign, a bracket starts, a bracket ends, dx equal to 1/8 come from here. And this copy paste here, I write again integrals of -2x and dx into derivative of U, which is x only. I'm writing what is integration of this, keeping as it is first of all, and divided by powers derivative, which is a -2. X derivative is 1. Okay, limit is given 0 to a. Okay, I will use it, but the end x over 2 e to power 2x and negative in the middle. And negative plus, I bring this half outside. Inside I have e to power -2x dx is equals to 1/8. Now students, this is coming negative x over 2 e to power 2x and plus 1/2. What is integration of this? E to power -2x divided by -2. And limits I'm writing now, 0 to a. Okay, students, simplify as first. Negative, I can bring outside to get rid of this negative problem. Keep inside, no issue at all. And this negative 1/4, I bring in denominator, 0 to a. Now, student, I'm plugging the limits. So what is the rule? First, a come upper limit. So a over 2 e to power 2a. And negative sign, and then 0 plug in here. So full question becomes 0. When I plug in a here, 1 over 2a minus 0, something to power 0 is 1. Negative a by 2 e to power 2a, -1/4 e to power 2a plus 4 equal to 1/8. So students, up till here, you understanding what is going on. Target is this one. So let me write a target. You can understand how to achieve it. And keep it in front of you. The target is this. So you can see this one. First of all, this 4 will go there. Okay, this 4 will go there. Or because there's no negative sign, students. Or I bring 4 there, no problem. 1/8 minus 4. 8 LCM minus 32 minus 31/8. Let me recheck again. This is a positive 1/8. Yes, 1/4. Oh, sorry, this is a 1/4, not a 1. Sorry for that, students. So this is some changes there. 1/4 into 1, 1/4. So 1/8 minus 1/4, LCM is 8, 1 minus 2. And I get -1/8 here. And rest we have, and you can see all signs are negative. And left-hand side, students, I think I can go for LCM. Or first you take the common part. I can surely take it common 1 over or even negative 2 e to power 2a. Okay, and here I get what students finally? I can say here positive 1/2. Let me recheck. Yes, this is okay. And 2a plus 1. Yeah, it is correct. Okay, and let's proceed. So first of all, I take LCM students here. So I get what student 2 LCM? I got a 2a plus 1. And this negative sign and negative sign cancel out, students. And I got a 1/8. And this 8 will multiply up here. So you get 1 here and 8/2 e to power 2a, which will cancel, become 4 left here because 2 4s are 8. Oh, sorry, this 2 we have also 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. So we get only 2 outside this one. And this e to power a goes on the other side. I think our student up till here, okay. This 2 multiply inside and we get what, student? 2a. I got a 4a plus 2. Now, student, you see, it is matching. You see, it is matching. And how to get rid of exponential? You know, I have taken logarithm of both sides. ln of left-hand side, ln of right-hand side. So 2a will go down. When it goes down, log of 4a plus 2. So 2a log of e, and log of e is 1. And this 2 will divide. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And I believe you got a target. Clear. By verification, a lies between this and this. So we have to verify. Two choices are there. We have either this whole bring left side or a bring right hand side. And I will assume f of a. Okay, I bring this ln 4a plus 2 minus a. Now, students, convert calculator in again. Keep your calculator in radian mode and plug in both values 1/1 in the place of a. Half into 4, half means 2, 4. We got a 4 minus point. And same story here. When I plug in 1, I got a 6 minus 1. Okay, student, 1/1, I type in calculator and let's see what answer comes. So top answer is coming positive 0.9193. And same way, the way I will check the lower one. And what I get is giving us the negative 0.104. And you know, just one statement we write as sign changes. So root, because he said that a lies, or root, same story. Okay, right? A, no problem. A lies between 0.5 and 1. Students, actually, you know, I always give this idea to understand. Root means where the curve cut the x-axis. So for example, if we have this curve and 0.5 is here and 1 is here. With a 0.5, I get a positive answer, and with a 1, I got a negative answer. You see sign changes, that is why. And this crossing point is called root. So I believe you got a point very clear. Use iterative formula based in part A and to 2 dp and get the A answer, but we have to give a final answer and each answered for dp. So this expression, students, I will take it, this one. So I have already here. Yes, I have already here. This equation I will copy. Okay. Now, students, I will bring subscripts here. Always left-hand side, always n+1 is a rule of the topic. And right-hand side, how many A's? Only n. You will not write n+1, only A. Okay, student, as we know, in some time initial value given the question, but sometime not. When not given, we find the average. average of which numbers, which root lies between. So 0.5 and plus 1. So I got first value is 0.75. And now, first of all, I will plug in every n by 1. 1 and 1. When I plug in 1 here, 1 plus 1, I get a 2. When I plug in here, I got a 4, a 1 plus 2. And let me see. Yeah, okay. Now, student, this value will come here. I'm showing now because it said show working. If you, some students can ask me, sir, can I do directly? No, at least this working you have to show. And A2 is becoming what? Let me check in my calculator. Have into logarithm in the bracket 4 times 2, 0.75 and plus 2 close bracket. This answer number 1, I'm getting 0.8047. And first I plug in every n by 1. Now I plug in every n by 2. When I plug 2 here, 2 plus 1, I get a 3. Here I got a A2. This A2 value will come here. And I can save my time this time. And I just erase it and writing here like this. This much working, if you show to examiner, no problem at all. Okay, and now I'm getting the answer. The answer is coming 0.8261. Okay. Now I will plug in N3. So I got a 4 is equals to 1/2 logarithm 4 times this value will come here. And let me check. Yeah, correct. A4, sorry, not 3. And I get 0.8343. When it start repeating, then we'll stop it, but it's not repeating yet. Okay. Half logarithm for 0.8343 plus 2. This I plug in it here. And I get A5 what? 0.8373. See, it started repeating now. But it is not finalized. We have to check it because the third digit is a 7. It can add and it can change the answer. So I will go for 5. A6 1 over 2 logarithm 4 times 2 0.83. Sorry, change this number. This will come here. 8373 and plus 2. And what I get A6 number, students, I get a 0.8385. Now, student, now it is close to 84. You see, it is a rounding. We're at 3. So it is giving us, so I think it's okay. Now answer is finally, you can check one more if you want. And I think so is okay. 0.84 is our final answer. And I believe you got a point very, very clear. Question number 10, the polynomial this denote by this one. Okay, so let me write denoted by this x2 power 3 plus 5x2 power 2 plus 31x and plus 75. He said that show this is a factor. When the word factor comes, I will plug in is equals to 0 and I get x minus 3. So let's check if I replace every x by minus 3. Do I get 0 or not? If I get 0, it means it proves. Okay. And let's see, I can plug in the calculator. -3 in all places. So this is becoming 0. So P of -3. So hence proof. So proved. So x plus 3 is a factor. Factor of P of x. Next statement, he's saying that show that this is a root of P of Z is equal to 0. Okay. How to do it? Root of this. So first of all, P of Z, look at here, this P of X. When I say P of Z, so P of Z becomes what? P of Z becomes everywhere I put Z, Z, Z. He said 0. So I will plug in, I will replace left-hand side by 0. And now I will need a Z cube. Okay, I'm replacing here 0. So you can save my time. Now, students, if I plug in, this is Z value, I will plug in it here, here, here. If the end answer becomes 0, so I can prove this is a root. So let's see how we can do it, students. So first of all, I call this equation number 1. I will take a square of that function. So what does a Z square means? I change the places, 2 root 6 iota right before, minus 1 later, all the both are correct. So I bring negative in the middle only, not a big difference. First term square, negative 2 into first term, second term plus second term square. 2 root of 6 iota comes here, 2 root of 6 iota comes here, and this one will come in next two brackets. Square of 2 give you 4. Look, I'm writing here 4. Square of root cancel, I got a 6. And square of iota give you minus 1. I got minus 24. And here 4 root 6 iota, and here 1. And finally, I get what? I get a negative 25, sorry, negative 23 and 4 root of 6 iota. So students, this is okay. Now, it means I got the Z square answer. Z is itself is this, no problem. Only Z cube left. So Z square into Z, Z cube. So look at here, X Z cube is Z square time to Z. And Z cube square is here. And Z is this. So student, let's multiply this, multiply with that. I got 23 positive, and it's 46 root 6 iota. And this multiply with that, negative, negative plus 4, 6 root of 6 iota. And this multiply with that, so negative. Okay, please careful, 4 twos are 8. Root 6 into root 6, only 6. And iota and iota square give you iota square, which is a negative 1. And be careful, this plus into minus minus already present. So I got a plus 48. And 48 positive and plus 23, I get 71. And from 46, 4 subtract, I got a 42 root 6 iota. Now, students, I'm going to plug in all numbers back in equation number 1. I'm writing statement put in 1. So this value, I'm going to plug in Z cube. Okay, 5 times to Z square, it means multiply into 5. So 5 into this. So I get a negative sign even. So 23 into 5. I get 115. So 5 multiply into that. 5 fours are 20. Okay. Okay, this is this 31 into that both numbers. So I get a negative 31 and 31 with that. I got a plus 62 root of Z iota, and plus 75 is already present here, equal to 0. Let's see, answer comes what? One by one. For negative 20, negative 42, negative 62, they will cancel out with that. This one's the cancel. 62, okay, cancel. And now check these numbers. These numbers I will just check to calculate and type in calculator. So 71 minus 115 minus 31 and plus 75. And it comes also 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So we can say that. So what the question was, negative 1 plus 2 root of 6 iota is root of P of Z is equals to 0. Okay, students, what is the next plan? So students, let's start for next part. For a complex number, this Z square is asking equal to 0. But the previous part we have, see here, P of Z equal to 0. So first of all, you know it very well. We have if we talk about in X language, we have a one factor here, okay? And same way, if we talk about Z form, so I can say I have one root is coming from here is Z plus 3, one factor. Okay, I'll take from here. And second factor, I got it this one. You see, I'm writing all here. Hold on. This is the first factor. Second factor is where? Is I'm writing from here. So that is a -1 plus 2 root of 6 iota. Okay, and yeah, I'm writing root even, no issue at all. You see, this is the first root is if I plug in equal to 0, oh, here root. So I have first root, I got -3. Second root, I got this. And third root automatically, you know, students, is a conjugate. So these three roots of what? Of this P of Z. So let me write all these three. And we are writing, we just mentioned here. So this I put commas are roots of P of Z is equal to 0. So if these are the roots of, I mean, three answers are we have, so then what about the PZ square? So PZ whole square has roots. Number one, Z square equal to, because these are Z, you know, this equal number to Z. Z equal to -3. There's also Z equal to that. But now I will not write Z, I'll write Z square. There's a difference, you know. So I have these three options. Okay. Now, students, I have to find out the answers. So this equation has three roots. Now we get a 6 answers. Take a root of this. Take a root of the both side. I get a plus and minus root of -3. And finally, I can see here plus and minus root 3. Inside 3, we have -1 as well. Or I can say plus and minus root 3 iota, because you know root of -1 is iota. So we got two answers from here, students. Done. So let's talk about this equation now. This equation. I say this is equal to now Z square, okay? So I'm looking for naturally, let's say root of this equal to some number. Look at it. It means root of this equals to, let's say, x plus iota y. And I will get a root of this is what, students? Plus and minus. Because whenever I take a root, for example, look, I give a basic idea. Equal to 16. What is the root? Z become plus and minus 4. So that is why I wrote a plus and minus this number. Here I know 4, but here I don't know. I wrote x plus iota y. So let's try to solve it. If I get x and y value, I will get the square root of this. Same I'll get for it. So first of all, squaring both sides. Squaring left side, root will finish automatically. Root right side squaring, squaring plus square minus square become cancel, and I get this kind of thing. Now, students, I have to first term square and plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. And I get x2 power 2. This is iota. What is this answer coming? Negative y square. Why? Because iota square is -1, and this I'm writing beside of it. So this and this is real, and this is a complex. Okay, -1 plus 2 root of 6 iota. And I compare, when I compare both sides, students, so real part is this and real part is this. And complex part with the iota part, this equal to that. So students, from here, I can x subject, y subject, I make a y subject. 2 to cancel out, it go under it, and root 6 over x. And this I'm going to plug in it here. Root 6 over x. So 6 over x squared. So when I get equation LCM x square, I get x4 minus 6 equals to -1, sorry. It multiplies there. I got x4 minus 6 equal to -x squared. Finally, I get x4 plus x squared minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, students, after this, we can factorize 3 to the 6. So plus 3x2 power 2 minus x squared minus 6 equal to 0. X squared copy, common, I get this, -1 common. Wait a minute. This I think so. I have to go for other option. And what's that? 6 5s are 6 1s are 6. Okay, 1 minute. Let me check. Is there any mistake I have done? Let me check. 6 1s are 6. And 3 2. It was correct, I think. Let me check. Plus 3 minus 2. Yeah, it was correct. So x square common, I get a 1, I got x square plus 3. -2 common, I get x squared plus 3. So I'm getting x squared plus 3 and x minus 2. I got two answers. X squared is equal to -3, x squared equals to 2. Okay, then took a root of the both side. I get a plus and minus root 3 here. X is equal to plus and minus 2. I'll plug in where? I plug in this equation. Y is equal to, let me copy from here. Okay. When I plug in this value here, students, what will happen? So if I take a positive value from here, okay, because we have two values, okay? So what happens if I take a, let's say I take a positive value, one by one I check it, okay, students? Sorry for that. I take one time x is equal to positive root 3 and I take negative root 3. So if I plug in positive root 3, students, y become what? Root 6 over root 3 becomes root 2. If I plug in this here, y equal to root 6 over negative root 3, I get inside negative 2 root. So students, in short, if I check it here, so I have a x, for example, plus in this. So because x plus iota y is my question, x plus iota y. So when I plug in it here, I get a root 3. When I plug in it here, I get a root 2 iota, which is my first answer. And if I plug in this value here, negative root 3, and this is coming here, because actually this is becoming what? This is coming root 2 separate and iota because -1. So this coming here. And when I write it here, and 1 minute, let me recheck again. Yes, iota y and y value. And I think so. 1 minute, please. Let me check back. Yes. So yes, student, this is one small error. When I take a root of this, I got a -3, right? Negative. And when I take a negative comes here, so it just give you what? Complex numbers, undefined. So we will ignore this number. Although we can take both, no problem, even take this, but I will take only real number. So I will take a real number, so it means I will take this one, okay? So I will take one time. So this is a positive root 2, you should take a root here. So one time I took +2 root and one time I take negative root 2. And I'll plug in both time this expression. Okay, I bring it down here. Okay, so this I will ignore. And I will take this one time here and one time here. So if I use this one, so y is equals to √6 over √2, I get a √3. It means, and what is x plus iota y? So x is this, y is this. So √2 plus iota √3 is my first answer. And same way, student, and I plug in √6 over negative √2, I get a negative √3. So x plus iota y, if I check it, this comes here and this comes here, both negative values. Iota √3. So alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, clear. Student, you observed here, first of all, we get two answers are here. Hold on, wait a minute, I show you. This is a correct, okay. We got a plus and minus, and here we got two answers from here. And wait a minute, let's show you. This is okay, not ignore, sorry, this is not ignore. So we got two answers from here. Okay, and one time I took a positive √2 and one time negative 2. So this is a clear. But as we are dealing, because I said that, yeah, this is okay. I said before, either you take a iota part or without iota part, no problem. So, but you take any one, okay? So that is why this part I'm ignoring and this part I'm taking. So two answers and 2 plus 2, 4, because on top we got two answers here. You see, these are two answers from here and two answers come from here, 4. Now two more I need. And that two come from where? Look at here, two come answers from here, two answers from here. Now I'll take two from here. So let's copy the third one, last two. The starting technique is same, students. Starting the technique I started here, okay. I have taken here plus and minus, so same answer will come, okay. And I will take it now. If I take a root of both sides, I will say that let root of this is, let's say the answer is plus and minus x plus iota y. You assume minus or assume positive, no effect will come, and the answer will come same, okay. So let's proceed. Okay, even you take a negative answer will not affect, okay. So I think this part is clear. Squaring both sides, I get negative 2√6 iota is equals to square of the whole. So here I got x square. I'm writing 2 directly, 2 first term, second term. And here iota will become negative y square. I think okay. And student, you have this one. Okay, so I'll take a comparison of both sides. Compare. So again, I got x squared minus y square equals to -1. and 2xy equal to negative 2 root of 6. And iota gone. So check it now, students. Here I got it. This is these two equations. This is same and is a slightly changed root 6 over x. So yeah, if I take here negative sign, what will happen? It will help me, but the end result is same, so no issue at all. So this I make a y subject. 2 to cancel out, and I got negative root 6 over x. This I replace it there. Yeah? Okay, x square minus 6 over x square is equal to minus 1. Yeah, is it minus 1? Yeah, correct. Okay, and this time we have a even that negative sign. Okay, correct. So now students multiply 4. Multiply. So this become this side plus 3 x square. Almost same story is going on. So x square plus 3 equal to 0. I got two answers, x square equal to negative 3 and x square equal to positive 2. Again, I take a root, I got a plus and minus negative, I will ignore it. But here I got a plus and minus root 2. And I will again put it two values. Okay, but this time equation is slightly different. But that is a previous line, equation was a positive, but here you have a one positive and one negative. So this equation, I copy paste here. Okay, when I plug in it here, student, negative root 6 over negative 2, so just cancel out, I get a negative root 3. So it means this and that. And look at I taken here x plus. So it means x plus means x plus iota y. X come from there. And negative root 3 iota come from it. It's a root number 5th. And root negative 6 over negative root 2, it gives you us only root 3 positive. So x plus iota y equal to root 2 negative, and this become positive. So sixth answer. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I just write the final answers. 2 I have already and 2 I bring from there. So 2 answers are here. And 2 more. So which are here. Which are here. So I hope so, students, you understanding what is going on. Okay. And I'm writing finally here, last. So you see, so it means we got 6 answers, 2 from here, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So I believe I can split even or I leave it here, no problem at all. And I think it was a little bit time consuming, but I believe you got a point very clear. Paper is completely over. Best of luck for exam and pray for me and just re-attempt the question which you have done mistake. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.